This is the Cisco Networking Academy program, and this is the main page that all instructors are supposed to see. I have received from you, Marlon, the username, thank you, and I managed today in the morning to join you to your classroom. So you are officially part of the classroom. So I will show you guys how to access the course materials. I sent you earlier, Muhammad, the link, the YouTube link that shows you how to, how to use the resources and how to use the web portal. Over here, I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm not expecting you to be professional in accessing the resources and all the links on the portal. This is what we are going to do every time we meet online. We are going to introduce something new. Today I'm going to introduce the main ones, and the last day I'm going to revise them all together. We'll scan them with you to make sure that you know how to access the resources, because accessing the resources, creating classes, passing the students, assigning the weighted percentage on the gradebook is important for any instructor to do. Creating the assessment and everything. So everything is coming online. Your students are going to have an account online. They are going to participate online. And all that recording are going to stay online. Whenever you want to refer to them, you can have an easy access to them. The most important part, that I had sent you an introduction to ITEssential earlier, to not waste time talking about ITEssential itself or about Cisco program. But please feel free to ask me if you have any question about the Cisco Academy program or ITEssential.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, on the right hand side over here, you are going to find something called the course materials. Once you click on course material, this one gives you access not only to ITEssential, to some other course materials like CCNA. We enabled CCNA for you to have an idea about CCNA, and if you wish, you can prepare by yourself CCNA and go pass the exam. Hopefully in the future you'll join the CCNA program as well, and we'll do great thing at your school by training your students on CCNA too. So what we're gonna cover today is ITEssential, and this is what I'm gonna show you how to access the course materials for ITEssential with the PC hardware and software. Now you have two options, either to access them directly online, and the other option is to download the zip file. If you don't have a fast connection, and it's advisable to have it downloaded on your school server and share it from the server. Ask your network administrator to share it from on the server where the students can have access to it. So once you download the zip file, okay, this is the first place where you can launch it from. Once you launch it, okay, there is no difference between instructor and student version, except for the instructor version. They show you the technology, or they add a bit of discussion on how to implement this part of the program, and I find them similar, okay, except for that part. So once you download the zip file over here, if you don't wish to launch it online, you unzip it somewhere on your PC. I did unzip it on D. This is what you are going to see. We have over here index, and the index takes you to the course materials. If you see over here, the ITEssential PC hardware and software consists of 16 different modules, 16 different chapters. In my introductory email sent earlier, I mentioned that chapters 1 up to chapter 10, they are the chapters that they cover most of the course materials. Everything comes later. I mean, from chapter 11 up to chapter 16, that's more of discussion about the materials covered. Let's say that today we take about the fragmentation, and we show you some link to access the course, the fragmentation. Later on, starting in chapter 11, we show you different method of accessing the fragmentation. So basically, everything is going to be covered from 1 to 9. Some academies, they choose only to give or to teach from 1 to 9, which I don't recommend it. I wish you to teach everything. But let's say that you have lack of time and you didn't manage to cover everything. It's essential for obtaining the certificate for your students to cover the chapters from 1 to 9. After each of these modules, after each of these chapters, you have an online assessment, and your students are going to have the same. So while you are going to suffer with me over here, yeah, your students are going to have the same later on. So everything is the same. Even the questions are going to be the same. And this is essential for the instructor to know what his students are going to be tested with. If they have any question in the future, the instructor will be able to ask, the students' inquiries and everything. After you finish success, unmute you, okay? So as we said, that's the primary resource where we get for the course materials. This is the place. So let me go back. And going back to the instructor home. And let us explore together a different place where we can get resources and helpful stuff. Let's go to the library. Over the library over here, if you choose, you have many links. Unfortunately, we'll not have time to cover all of them. Some of them you can discover them on your own. The most important part to me over here is the instructor resources. For example, the ITEssentials PC hardware and software. And over here you find some reference guide, instructor reference guide, that has all the titles included in the course materials. And over here you have some PowerPoint presentation. This PowerPoint presentation, for example, this one, they give you an idea about the titles of each of the modules over here, and the classroom management and teaching analogies and the suggested class discussion. So this PowerPoint presentation, they are excellent, especially for those that they haven't taught information technology before, and specifically this training, which is the ITEssentials PC hardware and software. So everything is over here. Trust me, guys. These are the resources you want to read before teaching this course. So unfortunately, we don't have time to read them together. I'm gonna do them indirectly by teaching their method and not following the steps step by step. So I read them before I become an instructor, and they were amazing. They were very helpful for me to teach this course. Later on, we will have something called the bucket tracer. I would like to keep bucket tracer till later on. I will introduce it in proper way, the bucket tracer. So let's keep this part. All I can say about this part, over here some movies that they show you how to use the bucket tracer. Gonna show you how to use bucket tracer.
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Can you explain a little bit to me about what packet tracer actually does?
Yeah, this is what I'm going to cover, the packet tracer and what the packet tracer does. But briefly, packet tracer is a software that is nothing more a network simulator. So it's a software,
okay,
free software for Cisco Academy participants, and through that software you can create a network, you can connect to PC, you can implement wireless configuration, you can do anything as if it's in the real world, and you can do configuration where you use it for tasks and homework. You'll be assigned a homework, you'll be assigned tasks that there will be done created through the packet tracer. So today I'm going, inshallah, to introduce packet tracer, and I will show you how to use it. And later on, I don't think today will give you any task on packet tracer, but later on I will be assigning you homeworks on packet tracer. So just give me a few hours later on, I'll introduce the packet tracer. For example, over here, the instructor resources, you have some outlines. This is the PDF file for the outlines of chapter 4. This one comes from Cisco Learning Institute.